Heidi ho, Heidi ho. Technology is not my friend, you guys. Technology is not my friend. I hit the wrong button. I know. You'd think after all this time I would know. So, the outside is dry. Now, I am drying the inside panels, and I wanted to show you those. That was why I hit the wrong button, because I wasn't paying attention. So, um, these are covered with the same fabric that is on the outside. And they're just covered on 110-pound cardstock. That's all it is. And if you're not sure how to do this, I'm going to tell you a good way to practice right now. Grab a piece of your heavy-duty cardstock and a piece of copy paper, okay? And then cut the cardstock in half and cut your copy paper in half, okay? And then lay them, after you've got them cut in half, because now they're both equal sizes, okay? So now you're going to take your, now you're going to measure, and you're going to decide which is going to be your wrapping paper and which is going to be your base. So your wrapping paper obviously should be your bigger piece. So take your cardstock, your piece of cardstock that you have, and cut it down a little bit more. It should be from where you've cut it in half, you need to now cut it, I don't know, maybe to cut it down to a 6x4, okay? Now practice wrapping your piece of paper around that piece of cardstock. When you get to the corners, cut off little triangles. Those are called right angles, okay? Just cut off little triangles. And the purpose of those is so that you don't have bulk in the middle. Now, if you're not sure about those, I have many videos that show that, and other creators do, but I will definitely show you how to do that. Let's see. And when you have little dog ears, see the little dog ear like I have here? Don't panic. Just take your scissors. Go like this. Take your scissors and just trim it off. That's all you have to do. Okay? That's all you have to do. Just take your little scissors and trim it off. They're called little dog ears. And sometimes I get them all the time because I don't make my little triangles big enough. Or maybe at the right angle. So you just cut them off. Okay? That's all you have to do. Don't panic. Just cut them off. Okay? So these are our inside panels. And we are going to put them on the inside of our book. So let me unhook these pages here. And they're going to go on these panels. Now, I haven't put our card up here yet, but I will. Okay, so I'm going to put one here. Like that. And then the other one's going to sit in the exact same spot, but on the back. And then we're going to add a pocket in the front, and probably a pocket or something like that in the back. So I need a little more glue here. So when I use my glue, I just dump a little in my little mixing bowl. And then I always wipe off the top of this bottle, because it will glue itself shut if you don't. Just an FYI, it will glue itself shut. And heaven and earth, will not be able to open it. And then with my little squirt bottle, I just put a little squirt of water in and mix it up. because it's a thick glue. It's supposed to be thick, but you don't necessarily want it that thick, you know, all the time. So see, I've thinned it up. Okay, when you start out, it looks like marshmallow cream, and you don't want it to look like marshmallow cream. So I'm going to put this on the back of this, making sure I hit the corners all the way around. I'm going to come all the way across, making sure all my edges are covered. Now, make sure you have a baby wipe out, a damp towel, a washcloth, something to keep your workstation clean with this, because you don't want to get glue all over the front of this, or to transfer it anyplace else, because it will stick. Okay. Now, I'm just making sure I get my edges all the way down. Now, you don't have to use this glue. I could use our glitter glue. I could use Fabri-Tac. I could use any other glue sitting here on my table. But I just happen to have this glue out, and my brush is already dirty. So I just figured I'd just continue with this glue and be done with it. Okay, so now make sure I'm going the right direction. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. This is non-directional. Okay, so I just want to cover up the white space inside. And this was not dried all the way, I don't think. So I'm gonna have to put some little clamps on it, I do believe, because it's all gurgly. Let me grab some clamps here to put on it. Now these little pink clamps and black clamps that I use, I get these at the Dollar Tree. The pink ones you can get in the craft section. The black ones, which have a little bit of a stronger hold, and this is what it looks like from the front. These little pink ones, you can get these in the craft section. The little black ones, you can get these in their like hardware section. They're exactly the same thing, they just have a different spring tension. I guess they figure girls can't handle it. I don't know. There's definitely a difference though. Definitely a difference in the spring tension. Okay. Here, I want to make sure I get any place that looks bubbled or out of whack there. Okay, so I'm going to wait and do the back one. The back is going to look the same. It's going to have the same piece in it. It's going to be done exactly the same, except maybe I won't use wet glue on it. Okay, so to do the middle, you're going to find the middle of your book. Now, for this book, it's going to be a little difficult because we don't have actual signatures in it. You know, normally you put signatures in your book. And you can open your book and you can go between the signatures. We didn't do that in this book. So I need to, let me move this glue out of the way. So I need to find kind of the middle of my book. Let me get some things out of my way here. I need to find about the middle of my book. And see if I can get to here. Well, I just need to get to here. This is where I need to get. Back here. And I need to be able to get, this is about the middle of my book. Okay. Here, maybe this big clamp will work better. Yeah, over here. Okay, I need to be able to get in here. Okay, can you see where I'm showing you? I need to be able to get down through here. And with all these clamps against it, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Because normally, let me see if I can get my finger down through here. Okay. Let's see if my ruler can feel through here. All right, see, this spine is glued in. Let's see, that's going to be a problem. Okay. All righty, so let's see if I can punch a hole with this one. Ah, that might work. Okay, so what I'm using is I'm using my little crocodile. Remove that, I don't need that. And what I want, let me show you what all I want, is I want something that's on there that I can have that's round, that I can make, because my dangles are going to hang off of. So Tim Holtz makes a very nice apparatus like that. But honestly, I don't want to go spend any more money for something like that. Especially at this time of year. I'm tired of spending money. So I've gone through my stash and I've pulled out just a minute amount of things that I have. And I found some things I thought maybe we could put together and create our own. So here's the ring I thought maybe we could hang off of something. And here's also another ring. Oh my gracious, who in the world are they barking at? That we could also hang off of something. Hold on a minute, let me close the door here. Okay, and I thought, you know, we could take these things off here and maybe use this as the, you know, the apparatus that we attach to the top. And then have our little, whatever we want, hanging off the bottom of it. So, and this is just an earring that I found. I don't know where I found it. Oh, I found it at Joann's. And it was in their clearance bin. So, let's see here. So let's see how that looks. Well, I don't think I like that very well. And I think this is too little. Now that I get it on there, I think that one's too little. Okay. So, on to maybe another idea. what about if we, let's put these over here. So, what if we attach something like this? You know, this is just one of these hooks that you go like that with. But I think that's too long. You know, everything would hang off the bottom of it. Or we could just put in a large one of these, which I have right here, and hang things off of it. I could just put, I have some heavy duty rings, or as I make my dangles, I could just hang them off of that. And I think that might be my best bet, is to put an eyelet in and put a jump ring on that, and then just hang everything off of that. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. And my eyelet is going to be a large eyelet. Whoops, a doodles. Well, there goes the paper cutter. And I think I have a silver one. Actually, I have a gold one. Well, how about those apples? Let's see. Okay, so let's see if that gold one works before we put it in our book and then it gets stuck. Let's see if the gold one works. Yeah, this is the hard part. You try to use them before they're actually in anything. You have to finagle them around. Now, if you've never used a crocodile, for the 3/16 eyelets, you use, for the big one, for the big eyelets, you use B, which is the big thing up here, and mine are just regular things here. All of your settings down here are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. My normal one that I use is number 1. See, it's right here. It's labeled number 1. Okay. And this just turns and then pops right back into place. Okay. So normally if I'm testing one, I turn it upside down like that. And I put it on the little post that sticks up. And then I'll close it till it just meets like that. And then I'll turn it over and I'll squish it. And if it does what I want it to do, which it did, actually it flattened out a little bit too much. But, you know, there's not much I can do about it. It must be really thin. That's the one I'm going to use. If I had this, wonder what this looks like. I would use that. I'm using that. Even though that doesn't look like a snowflake, I like the fact that it has a back to it. See, it'll have a back to it like that. It'll keep it from pulling through, number 1, and it'll keep it from flattening too much, number 2. You see them? Now, you can get these on Amazon, and they are really nice for fabric, and they're nice for thinner fabrics. Oh, here's a silver one. Oh, that's a purple one. Oh, maybe I do have a silver one. Let's look and see. And as you can see, they come in colors. Oh, these are just the flowers. They don't have, these don't have the backs. Okay. So I'm going to use one of these with the backs on it, I think. All right. So let's get our hole punched. Now, with your crocodile, they're labeled on the black part, 1/8 inch, which is your small hole, and this is where you punch the hole, or 3/16 inch, which is this side, and it's labeled up here where you want to punch your hole, okay? And this is just the lock. And when you buy this, it comes in a little case, and it, you know, it's got instructions in it. So that will help you. That'll help you. And this is a guide. You can slide this little guide right here as to how deep you want to punch your hole. So if you have several things to punch, you can slide this, and then they're all the same depth. Okay, so we're going to open up our book. And I'm going to use this side, the bigger side. Okay, come on. Let me get in there. Make sure I'm going the right direction here. Yeah, I am. All right, how far down do we want to go? I think I want to go further. Okay. Okay, so there's the hole right there. Now, okay, so to do this one, you put the eyelet in. Whoops. Come on, book, open up and let me get it in there. There we go. Now, with books, if you're punching into your book, you need to be careful. There we go. And then you put your back on. Oh my gracious sakes. Yeah, this is not going to be as easy as I thought it was. These pages are flipping and flopping around. Let me try to contain them here. Where's that other clamp? Okay. There we go. That's better. Silly pages. All right. So now, let me get this in there. Now, I'm gonna try doing it this way, since I can't get in there. I don't know if it'll work, but we're gonna try. If not, then we're just gonna use a regular eyelet. I think we're going to have to use a regular eyelet because I can't get in there to get to it. All right, let's get a regular eyelet. Silly girl. I think I should have rethought this, you guys. Best laid plans. You know what they say. Best laid plans. Oh, goodness. You have to go in there, you little chubby buddy. You have to. There is no arguing about this. You have to do it. I'll not discuss this any further. He's ready to jump. All right, we're trying it this way because I can't get this in there. Okay, I think I have it in there. Oops, I'm sorry, you guys. All right, I need to push it down. All right, it's in the hole. All right, here we go. Well, that was chaos. There we go. And look at there, it's not even straight. All right, think we should do another one? Oh my gosh. Well, we could do two. Now that we know what we're doing. Did you all really think I was going to have it straight? Huh? Did you really? And I can't even guarantee that one's going to be straight. It's not. Look at there. It isn't. It's down too low. Oh, for goodness sakes, Lori. You goofy child. You know what? I can see my mother in heaven right now shaking her head at me. All right, so when I'm ready with my two lopsided things, I will add my rings, and then my dangles will hang off the sides because I don't add my dangle until I'm absolutely complete with my journal. All right, let's check on this. Let's see how this is doing. Oh, this is doing much better. Yeah, this is doing better. All right, let's close this up before we end up with this on the floor. All right, so let's take our little ring here and let's take this apart. Now this jewelry I just got, my garden club had a little, I don't even know what you call it, and people donated things, and we were shocked at what people brought in. They just brought in, oh my goodness, they brought in all kinds of stuff. Now I'm just taking off all the old little tiny jump rings that are on here because they're kind of useless to me. They're way too small. And just said, I mean, just piles and piles and piles of it. And just said, I don't want this. I was like, okay. And And then what was, what was some of the nicer stuff we sold, they had given us permission to sell. And what wasn't nice, we took to other places. Now, I think I will keep these little beads, and to hang down. And I'm going to keep that to attach things to. Okay, so now how do I get those little things off? Is part of a fundraising event. And some people got some nice things. Okay, so I don't need that. Somebody donated from their parents. Hold on, you guys. I'm not going to be able to talk just for a second while I work to get this little thing off here. There we go. I didn't want to pinch my finger. Sorry. We had people that donated things like Tiffany necklaces. We had people that donated things like sterling silver things. And they didn't even realize that they had donated it. It wasn't until we went through and sorted it that we found this stuff. And there were other things that, we went back and asked the owners if they wanted it back. And they said, no, it belonged to Mother and she didn't want it. And it's like, okay. So the stuff that we donated, jewelers took and appraised for us and, weighed it out for us. And so it was a nice event. The things that were truly not worth anything, I told the club, I'll take it because I knew I'd be doing things like this. And there we go. Okay, so I'm going to use that. Here we go. Okay, get those little pieces off of there. All right, so there's two little things. Okay, so I don't want that. Now off of here, let's see, I'll probably use some of those little jump rings. And I was thinking I might use some of this just because it's shiny and sparkly. So I might cut some of that and then hook, use that as a hook. So let's see if I can cut through some of this somewhere. I can't even tell how it's all put together. If I cut through this, it might just all fall apart. I mean, I don't know. It looks like with that clasp, the way it's put together there, it might. And I'm going to take this off here. So this is how I put together my dangles for my covers. I just go through old pieces and I create the new pieces that I want. Okay, let's get that off of there. I'm going to use that. Now, we need to get this ring onto one of our up here one. So, I need to get out one of my big rings. But I also have pins that I can use. So let's see, where are my big rings at here? I had them sitting here. Here they are. So let's get the big ones here. They're in this one. Let's get out the big ones. All right, I think we can take these off of here. So we can manipulate this a little easier. Okay, now I'm going to put them on here first. I'm going to put it on here first. And these are a little bit stronger than the other ones, so I'm going to use this one. All right, where's the end of it here? And this twist, it makes it really hard to see where the end is. There it is. Okay. So put it there. Now, let's see if we can get it. Oh my gracious. Okay. Okay, there's our ring. And here's this. Now how about we do this again? How about we put this in here first? Since this is going to be the tricky part. All right, it's going to have to be opened a little bit more. I think I have it down too far for this. All right, it's down too far for this. Okay, what else can we put in there? Let's try one of these. We are fighting a losing battle today, my friends. All right. There we go. We can put that in there. And then, where'd our little ring go that we had out? And I think we're going to go on and put one over here in the other one too, because it's down even further. Okay. I'm going to hook everything to the bulb part. Okay. Now where did it go? Oh gracious, I've lost it already. Okay, well, we'll just get out another one. Okay. There's one. Oops, I wanted to put this on there, didn't I? Okay, so there's that one. Okay, so let's get something on this one here. And let's get some more rings on over here. Let's add a few more on here. Come on. So I have snowflakes to add. No, I think I want this size. this goes on not you. Where'd that little clasp go that we just saw? Here, goes on this for when we're ready, which is going to go on here. Don't even think about it. Get back up there. I know you're supposed to use 2 hands, and I'm just too clumsy to do that sometimes. I've got it right here. I do not like it. Yeah, that's what happens. All right, so there's a clasp. And this one needs one because it's going to be hanging on there. Yeah, all this is not supposed to even be hanging on here yet. So I'm not going to put this or the snowflakes on there yet. There you go. That goes on. Here's the snowflakes that go on. But some of our snowflakes go on the front. So let's finish the front now that the inside. Okay, we can take that off. All right, let's get our card on the front. Okay, where'd our card go? Oh, here it is right here. Okay, so our card is going to sit right here. Just like that. It's going to sit just like that. And I think I'm going to use Fabri-Tac on it. Got fabric on it, of all things. Now, I want this to be a side pocket, so I have to remember, don't do that side. Do I want this to be a pocket? Do I want this to be a pocket? Do I want this to be a hidden pocket? I don't know, you guys. Do we really want this to be a hidden pocket? With all the pockets we already have. Yeah, but I don't think I want it to be a full pocket. So let's maybe make it a little bit smaller. Let's bring it in a little bit. Okay, yeah, let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay. Let's bring it down here a little bit. Okay. Now, where's our snowflakes? There they are. Come here, my dears. Now, I got these at Hobby Lobby, I think, like 2.5 years ago. And it's actually a little bracelet. And I think it's a child's bracelet. I really don't know. I had forgotten I had it. See, it's a little bracelet. But I am quite destructive on bracelets. I've lost my tennis bracelet. I've lost so many bracelets. But I want to put some of these, just a few, like up here. Or I thought maybe down here, but I'm thinking up here. Now that I see them up there, I don't particularly like them up there. But I did want to hang some in here. So I'm not going to take them off of this side because of that. I want to hang them from that, and I want to leave that little bubble. So I want them to hang in there, but I do want to take some off of the end. So let's take some off of the end here. And I think maybe a couple of the silver ones. And we're going to add those to the cover. Like this little silver one right here. I want to take that one right here. I want to take this one off. I need to segregate it though so I can get a hold of it. There we go. I need my smaller ones. Now, where did my smaller ones go? There they are. I need these right here. Okay, here's this one. Okay, there's that one. And I think I'm just going to scoot up here to the middle and take this one. And I want 3, so I'm going to take another one a little further up. Let's take this out of it. Okay, there's 2. Make sure you all can see them. And here's 3. You know, now I'm not totally destroying it since I want to use it. I'm just removing a few of them. Here we go. And I have some other snowflake beads that I've also already put together that are going to, right there, that are going to be going in there too. Okay, so those 3, these 3 are going to go on here somewhere. So let's see where we want them. I'm thinking I want them up here in this corner. I want them up here like this. And I just want them to be subtle. I don't want them to, you know, I have bigger ones, but I didn't want to use the bigger ones. Uh-oh, it's stuck. I didn't want the bigger ones. I wanted the smaller ones. There, something like that is what I want. Something like that is what I want. Because this card is so, you know, so it's just a very subtle, pretty card that, that's what I want right there. And I think I'm going to take my gold pen and add a little bit of gold to it. There's one. And there's 2. Because no matter how you look at it, like when I'm looking at it now, I see a little bit of gold in the silver. So I think I'm going to take my gold rollerball pen. Let me show you. It's this one. It's by Uniball. No, it goes this way. Here, it's by Signo, Uniball. And let's make sure it writes. Yep. And where some of these are just all silver, I'm just going to add just tippy tap. Just a tippy tap. Just to add a little bit of the gold. Like that. Not a lot. You know, I don't want a lot. I don't want it to overcome. I just want a little bit. There. There we go. I'm quite happy with that cover. Now, I could also write across the bottom, you know, the date if I wanted, but I'm quite happy with that. There we go. And it brings the gold from the cover, you know, into here. And then when I'm finished, I can add the rest of my dangles. And my dangles usually get pretty intense. So when I'm ready to do that, I'll show you how I do that. And show you what I'm doing. So I want to thank you guys for being with me today. And for, you know, for the that I had. And remember, this is part 2. There will be a part 1, and it will be labeled so that you can see it. Showing you how I created the first part of the cover. It's pretty simple, but there will be a part 1 so that you can see it, and it's labeled so that you know. So I want to thank you all for being with me, and as I want to thank all of my subscribers for being with me. And if you're not getting notifications, YouTube is making... Ooh, I am so sorry. Oh, my gracious. That is making a creepy noise. YouTube's making some changes. So make sure that you're subscribing so that you do get notifications. At least that's what I'm hearing. They're making some changes. You never know what people are saying is true. So... but one of the people that I follow, that's what he's told everybody, is that they're making some changes, and that some small I'm so sorry, I was putting things away. And that some smaller channels aren't being pushed out as much as some of the larger channels. And since my channel is one of the smaller ones, of course, it doesn't get pushed out as much. So it's all bots and the numbers, and you guys know all that stuff. So, you know, the best way to help get things pushed out and to get notifications is to be subscribed, to make a comment, you know, and things like that, and to let them know that you're interested, and that helps. That lets them know that you want to see the videos. You know, just like on any other video, once you comment, then you get those videos all the time. So if you comment, then you'll get a notification of all the other videos. So that's the best way to do it. So, and you can share. You can always share the videos, and you know, with your friends. And I would love for you to create along with us. That would be wonderful. I would love for you to do that. And then show me your work. I would love to see what you all are creating. Because, you know, I like knowing if I'm doing something that you all want to see. And if there's something different that you want to see, all you have to do is let me know. So I know that right now we're stuck on subscriber-wise at 766. So I would like to challenge you to share a video and bring in somebody new, and maybe by the end of the year we can hit a higher. Sorry, you guys, I'm putting it away. I promise. We can hit some higher numbers and maybe get out there a little bit more, so that our videos are getting put out a little more frequently. In 2025. The video that I watched said that small small channels like mine, under 1,000 subscribers, and let's see, what was it? He said under 1,000 subscribers and people that put out more than 3 videos a week, the videos were not being shared. Well, I put out 4 videos a week. I put out the 3 beginners, plus I put out 1 other. So that means I have to get rid of 1 other. So, or just go down to the 3 videos a week. So, and I don't want to get rid of the beginner series because I enjoy doing that. And I think you guys enjoy it too. So, because it's a lot of fun. So, the best way to do that is to grow the channel. And to grow the best way I know to grow the channel is to have more subscribers. And to have more subscribers is to have more friends like you around my craft table. So, there you go. I'm putting the challenge out. There you go, people. If you want to have more videos, the challenge is out. All we got to do is have more subscribers. So, let's do it. Let's get more subscribers. Let's get some more in here by the end of 2025 and see what all we can do. So, let's do that. Let's see what we can do and maybe get those bots, make those bots happy. So, until I see you again in our next video, when we'll be working on our inside panels. We still have our back panel to do. This is the back panel. We still have the back panel to do. And I think I might go on and glue it down so it can be drying. We're going to put a pocket on the front panel. And we'll have a pocket on the back panel. And then we'll add a couple more lace. And then we're going to make some tags. And then we're going to wrap it up. We're going to put a bow on it and put it under the tree and say la-di-da-di-da. And we're going to start on our next project. So, I want to thank you guys again for joining me. I hope you had a fun day and I hope you enjoyed yourself. And I hope you come back again and join me here at the Ladybug Journals because I sure enjoyed having you with me today. And until I see you again in our next video, ta-ta for now.